opportunity to plug two things. I am looking for at least two guests to share. I want to do another mental health show. Anyone who is comfortable discussing on camera in front of hundreds of people, truly think about it. But anyone who is willing to discuss depression, suicide, cutting, self harm, the what it's like to not be able to get treatment for those things, please reach out to me, Facebook or Twitter, by PM. It's really important I do another one of those shows during the pandemic.
But a lot of them have done that to me. Naomi Klein,
Yes.
Norm Chomsky,
Yeah.
Gloria Allbright. There's all these people that I look to, and
Yeah. It's just like, really? So again, it can be, take it any way you want. It's not working.
And a lot of them have done that to me. Naomi Klein,
Yes.
Norm Chomsky.
Yeah.
Want to wait 50? I jotted down that there's some more fake nodding.
Cannot afford health care or have been kicked off of health care, people who have gone to Mexico, Canada to get things done because they can't have them performed in the US due to money, people who lost their insurance due to a loss of job, any kind of healthcare issues monetarily. Please send your personal stories to healthcare violence.
Okay, a little paper shuffling. We're on the last page. 110-ish. Triggers herself. These are my notes. There are things that people feel shame about and don't want to discuss. There's a dog barking. Joy breaking up the whole show. Her audio was wrong. I think there could be deliberate use of sound to try to trigger the targets. I noticed that especially on the Mana Talk shows. So I'm thinking they're part of the psyop is to use sounds.
Sharing her story. I mean, she's one of the first people I remember like coming out and really sharing her experience with what happened with her daughter. I mean, something as easily treatable as a blood clot.
Yeah,
I mean, she should still be here. And there's so many people out there that are gone now because of that. And so many people, and it's extremely hard to do. I know a lot of people feel shamed about talking about certain things, but there's absolutely no shame in sharing those experiences because there are so many people out there going through similar things.
Well,
absolutely. I had the chance to interview Amy when she was running for office, and
I actually did an experiment yesterday. I figured out that sound can move water within a water bottle. It seems unlikely to be true, but I kept trying. I'm pretty sure I proved to myself that sound has energy. Now, I don't know what that means for thought and ideas, but as Krishnamurti pointed out, thoughts and ideas are organic. They're part of nature. Might be a little demented and mutated, but our thoughts are still natural. But I just wanted to put that in about sounds, how they do matter. They do influence stuff. Okie dokey. 115.45. The military-industrial complex is mentioned. I have it in quotes. That means look for the triggered co-workers or themselves. People can trigger themselves.
We're going to waste money on alive people.
yeah, we need to give it to the military-industrial complex so we can make more dead people.
But remember, they care about our health and safety, right?
Health and
so
safety.
you take the vaccine.
Yeah.
And the weird thing is, I looked into it and I can't find something that says it's retroactive. So what about the hundreds of thousands who have already died?
Yeah. No,
like you're
117.45. Stevie as pure phony. She picked a bad time to fake gesture through the face.
$1,000, or should we even go there?
Well, no, that's for dead people. You only get 3,000 maybe once the Republicans chew at it. Probably less than what you were originally.
Yeah,
getting.
so because I know cremation in my area is $1,800
Yeah.
because I had to have my father cremated, and that's what it cost me. So again,
Yep. And if you ain't got the money, Grandpa
Throw me
sits
a
in
happy
Hawk.
bag.
well, yeah,
You know.
and this, again, my mother, when they were looking to be buried, conventional grave and everything, she saw the price of the coffins, and she said, "Just give me the box that my husband's coffin came in," because she's not, that's my mom. I mean, she was very frugal when it come to bullshit. So. Again, I'm all for everybody making a living, but capitalism after death, not so much.
2010, after plugging her blog, her face looks full of angst. She's looking at the clock. She's looking full of it. At 1:21:00, I jotted down eyebrows.
My co-author, yes, Queen.
Yes, Queen.
So we'll be discussing our book and one of our main characters, Near Tantrum, in this week's news. For those, apparently some people don't know, but he's Peter Douche and Nate's liver as well. That's him. So he'll be joining me tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. I have a couple other people lined up that I'm still working on the dates. So yeah, tune in tonight. There's going to be lots of shenanigans as there always is when we get together.
Yeah, well, I'll definitely be there to get you started off with. Make sure your chat is working. Shanda.
Yes, thank you.
Shanda, what do we got coming? What's ahead for us?
Let's see. I got to put my Christmas stuff in the shed. I'm going to have a tooth pulled tomorrow. And, I'm probably going to do some dishes later. But that's the rundown of my day.
All right, so we've got Friday morning, we got the dive and Beauty and the Boomer. We're going to have a snowy Beauty and the Boomer, it looks like, here up in Washington State. We're going
to get snowed in.
So, maybe I'll get
Same in Pennsylvania.
maybe I'll get some shots of the snowman we may build on Saturday. I'm hoping my wife likes the snow. She came from a place where they never had snow, so it's really a novelty for her. That's what we got going on. And again, we got some shows coming up, some new shows coming up. Check out the one from last night, the Truth Be Known with Suzanne Murphy. That was a great show, informative, and Shanda was the wonderful.
Okie dokie. I'm on the last half of the page. I see I got written down water experiment. I already mentioned that. This is only a few things, so I'll just say quickly that Slow News is on with Burmis. I already said that. Oh, Aunt BB has a new video. Talk about gurning. On BB 558, I have it saying she was flashing devil horns. H.A. Goodman does that a lot. So I'll have to check that out because I might be mistaken that Aunt BB was flashing the Freemason. The two fingers with the other fingers down. We all know what that is. The rock and roll. I got written down that Creighton looked extremely doped up in his video on Gina Carano. I think it's titled And She's Gone. I'm not going to download everything. Maybe I should force myself to at least grab some screenshots to place in so people know where to go to check for themselves. Otherwise, I'm starting to realize that there's never going to be a gotcha moment. It's more about an implicate order. These people are machine. These are machines. This is about rise and shine media mythology. The Smith-Mundt Modernization Act, legalizing reform, whatever. legalizing propaganda. These people are paid through a front group. They're modern day COINTELPRO. It couldn't be more obvious. There's one bit of info they forgot to acknowledge in a Snowden document. There's something about be careful if you're too. You can come across as condescending and patronizing. I think what that meant is be careful. It's sort of obvious what you're up to if you're not careful and if you're not good at your disinfo show job.
So culturally, I wanted to talk about the culture of neoliberalism and neoconservatism. And so some people think that British influence didn't really end after the American Revolution.
She's so nervous.
So many things were still modeled after the British. And one of those things was this Five Eyes spy network.
The whole spin is that it's English.
So
speaking.
if you're not familiar with the Five Eyes spy network, it's the US, UK, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand, those 5 countries.
She's working off of Wikipedia.
In French circles, in the French government, and they call it the Anglo-Saxon countries.
The third video she made.
And so the Five Eyes. Okay, let's get to the Five Eyes.
This is 11 minutes into a 26-minute video.
Wikipedia
The
page
third.
for the Five Eyes. And here they show all the agencies for each country.
She and Creighton knew each other before her channel formed. He gave her the on BB name.
I worked for NSA from 1983 to 1991, so I am not a career spook.
That's where I said, what the fuck?
I just got a taste of it.
But then I said, what the
fuck? That's not for me for life, so I left.
Yeah, so where's all this whistleblowing? Freaking joke.
So the Five Eyes, it's interesting.
That moron, look at scrunchy face.
The Five Eyes.
Yeah, we don't know where Wikipedia is.
There was actually talk of the Six Eyes. They were going to add France, but that fell through because Nicolas Sarkozy, he wanted basically equal standing with the 5 Anglo countries, and that didn't go over, so it fell through.
She's the opposite of the Q.
And here it says that Israel is an observer
NSA
of the Five Eyes.
It's NSA versus CIA.
And then Singapore is a partner, and then they have here the Nine Eyes. The Nine Eyes.
Look at her. She doesn't
Denmark,
belong
France,
on the internet. She's got no right to be doing anything. She's been nowhere to be found. Her name doesn't line up with anyone real anywhere.
The 14 Eyes.
Oh, now you like Snowden. That's awesome.
That
or is it just Assange who's the shut up bitch? I'm talking.
Germany, Belgium, Italy, Spain, and Sweden. So they keep expanding the spy network.
Well, Wikipedia is not that bad. Yeah. Freaking psyop. Hey guys, I'm the new psyop person.
I know that they're all modeled after the British MI5 and MI6.
She tried to go after that Abdul Hussein guy.
II.
He had no right to be on their podcast.
Like the CIA.
I had someone writing on my blog. I had to work with her. I didn't just let her post.
When the spy agencies really blew up, expanded.
Oh, thanks, Aunt Baby. No one knew that.
To get into my theory about the Five Eyes is that
here it is.
It's
Anglo-Saxon.
These are all English-speaking countries.
Duh, you think so?
Canada does have French.
Cue up Bill Burr.
The British conquered Quebec, so it's basically still an Anglo country.